evening.
Joe Walsh, Mayor Street, Wilkes Barre. I've often been said I'm an alarmist. You bet I am. When it comes to the safety of our country. Paul Revere was an alarmist, and so was the late General Billy Mitchell, who warned of the need for aircraft carriers and was ignored, and he also predicted the Japanese would attack us, and the date. There was an alarmist. Washington ignored his warnings and court-martialed him. He was later vindicated and given a special Congressional Medal of Honor. So I consider myself in good company. I received in the mail today from the Department of Pennsylvania American Legion, and you've heard me talk about the flag before and the great respect I had for it. Included in that was photos, or greeting cards rather, of a dog sleeping in the American flag. Total disrespect, promoting that kind of publicity. And I said a long time ago, the American flag is going to become nothing but a billboard, and that's what's happening. Same American Legion. Flag desecrated with names from the patriotic song, America the Beautiful. A violation of the flag code. Being promoted by the American Legion. I called the American Legion Department. The man I spoke to said we contract with the card company, and they do it. I said, you should be alert to what's going on. He agreed with me 100% that what they were doing was wrong, and we were going to take it up with national headquarters. We'll find out. There again, there's a billboard, the American flag. American flag used as a dispenser for wine. Shameful. Our national symbol, the men are fighting and dying to protect. This is the fact sheet of the late General Billy Mitchell, telling of his heroism. I made a survey this past week of questionable property, conditions of questionable properties. And this was done in the Rolling Mill Hill section. I surveyed 12 streets. 54 properties were surveyed by myself. And this doesn't cover all the streets in the Rolling Mill Hill section. I hope to do some more this coming week. Perhaps many of these properties have been evaluated. The question is, how long does it take to rectify flagrant violations of the city code and hold these who are negligent accountable by the owners and the city code enforcement? I met with Mike Solomon last week, and I presented him with some properties, and he typed them up and he went over them, and he was very pleased of my efforts to alert him. Now, regarding not answering questions at these council meetings, you're supposed you get paid for 32 hours by the city, our tax money. And yet we don't get answers at these meetings. I offer a suggestion. Make yourselves available 1 or 2 nights during the week in City Hall at a prescribed time for people to come in and address their grievances. You're supposed to put in 32 hours. There's no proof of how many hours you put into the city, but you're getting paid regardless. This would be one way of earning your $350. Make yourselves available 1 or 2 nights in the week here at City Hall for people to come in and express their grievances. You owe them to them. You won't get them here. All we get here is silence. And I believe you owe this to the people. And then you can take these grievances up as a group and determine what you're going to do about them.
Mr. Walsh, we've gone a little bit over, but what Mr. Ryan had tried to explain in the beginning was we will answer questions that we can or do have answers for at the end of your presentation, which is what we're doing right now. It's not that we don't want to answer questions, we just don't want to be going back and forth for an endless period of time and using your time to answer your questions. I do appreciate you giving that list to Mr. Simons and the properties that you have. I'm sure he'll work on them and get back to you if he hasn't already with a satisfactory answers to your concerns. And as far as the American Legion, I know you're a longtime member of the American Legion, and we don't have jurisdiction over the American Legion. As you know, they sometimes can be difficult to deal with, but I'm sure there's been some progress with that. And I don't know if I haven't answered any other questions, but as far as making ourselves available, we are all very easy to find. We're in the phone books, you call City Hall, whatever it may be, and we of course have these meetings for the very purpose that you talked about, where people can come here in this particular forum, in this particular venue, to express any concerns that they do have every other week. So it's not that we don't meet, and we all get calls at home. We go to meetings with, be it a crime watch meeting or whatever it might be, or other public meetings, where we also do hear the same concerns, the same types of concerns that you're raising. So it's not that we can't be located. We have email addresses and phone numbers, and of course you can call Mr. Ryan and he can get in touch with us as well, and also let them know of any concerns that you may have. And of course the city administration has always been receptive to any problems that you may have. You see many of them here this evening. It's not that anybody doesn't want to talk to you or anyone else, and there are ways of getting in touch with each and every one of us. So outside of the council meetings as well, I know that we all get these types of calls on a regular basis, this information, and there's a lot of communication that goes on outside of this particular forum here. But we do appreciate you being here and taking an active role in helping us to make things better for all of us.
We've been calling you, the majority of you, I think, as I understand it, are working. So when we call you at your
If
business.
you call City Hall, call Mr. Ryan's office, if it's urgent, he'll get the message to
But suppose he wants to talk to Mr. George or Mr. Brown.
We may not be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but I promise you, we will get back to you in a very timely manner.
And your meals are interrupted, you're being deprived of your family together, and so on and so forth.
Why we're here.
No, I think a public forum,
Okay.
that's the place to do it.
That's exactly what you're at right now.
No.
Okay. And we're not gonna go back and forth, but I think I adequately answered your questions, unless somebody else here would like to address them as well, that I think that,
Mr. Barron,
go ahead.
Mr. Walsh, I've never not returned a phone call.
What's that?
I've never not returned a phone call. I've held 3 or 4 what I call town hall meetings where people are available to come and talk to me, and they've lasted roughly 2 to 3 hours each meeting. Myself and the other council members, we make ourselves available. I don't know, I'm speaking for myself now, but I can honestly say that I do answer every single phone call, get calls Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, and we still respond back. So I can tell you, we are available to the people, and the people that are in my district, I think that they'll agree with that. So we all are here for the people that put us in office, and it's not a job that you keep time cards on, because it fluctuates. I got 3 phone calls today. I work full time. When I have my lunchtime, I call those people back. After work, I call those people back. I'm sure the other folks here that work full time do the same thing. I'm not speaking for them, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm sure that they do call people back. So respectfully, I just want you to know that we do care about the people that call us.
Mr. Brown and all the members, I don't think we should have to be calling you in the privacy of your home for answers to questions that are public. No, that's not the place.
Okay, well, this is the place, if you do not want to do that, you can certainly come here or call Mr. Ryan. He will get in touch with us and we'll return your call as quickly as we can. This way you won't have to wait until there's a meeting on a Tuesday or a Thursday, whatever it may be.
Mr. Barrett, I don't think we should have to be playing phone tag. Shouldn't have to be playing phone tag.
Okay,
With our representatives.
we are way over time, we are going back and forth, but.
Okay.
Okay, Jessica McClay, please.
Thank you.